Well, good morning. It's Lloyd Dussault Sr. checking in. It's a Wednesday morning, Blue Plate Special Day. Today I'm going to make something special to go with the Blue Plate Specials. This is going to be a cornbread that I'm making. It's a recipe that I got off of a Red Mill, Bob's Red Mill cornmeal package. And I will read off the ingredients. It requires 1.5 cups of Red Mill gluten-free baking flour. I'm using regular flour today. And 1.25 cups of Red Mill gluten-free medium grind oatmeal, and I'm just using a regular, cornmeal. And I'm using just a regular store brand that I found. Takes 2 tablespoons full of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1.25 cup of milk, 2 eggs, and 1/3 cup of oil or melted butter. I am going to be using vegetable oil today. And also where it says 1.25 cups, I'm going to be a little shy of 1.25 cups because of the additions that I'm making to the recipe myself. And what I am doing today is I have 1 banana mushed up and 1 apple diced, and a 1/4 cup of cranberries, dried cranberries, and a 1/4 cup of chopped up walnuts that are all going to go into this, and we're going to see what happens. I'm trying to make a cornbread that's going to be like for dessert. I haven't done this before. I've done some with a couple of things in it today, and going to be changed around again. So that's where we're going with that. Finish off with the ingredients. There's going to be 2 eggs that are going to go in with that. I said along with 1/3 cup of oil. And the oven has been preheated to 375 degrees, so I'm going to start mixing all the goodies together and get ready to put this in the oven. So, here we go. Okay, I'm going to put my 2 eggs. I know my camera's a little tough because of the way it's set up here, but it's kind of, this happens to be the way it is here. And 1 more egg. Okay. 1/3 cup of oil right there. Okay. Move that over. Grab my hands a little bit here. And I am going to add in the milk to this part right now, and the banana mixture before I mix it up. Oh, out of there. I'm going to blend all that in, the eggs, the milk, the oil. All right. Whiskey to do. Who says you can't mix a little oil and water? Alrighty now. We'll call that done. So I'm going to take cutting board and move it over here. I'm going to add the liquid to the dry. Okay. Blend everybody together here slowly but surely. Alright, what I'm going to do here is switch back to my whisk to get things going here. Seems to work for me pretty good. that's making a difference. Alright, I'm going to add the other stuff in now. Boom, all of it. And I'm going to blend it in, hopefully. This may have overloaded my cornbread, but we'll know when it comes out of the oven. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And be brave sometime. And I'm trying to fold all these apples and cranberries and walnuts in so that it kind of blends thoroughly through the whole mixture. See, the camera's still on, thankfully. I'm getting ready to do the deed here. It's all been folded in. Now let's hope it fits in the pan now. I got all the extra goodies in there. I have to do an emergency change of plans, but hopefully not. I think we're going to get everybody in there. Just want to get all the goodies. Don't want to waste any. Cornbread is good, and I don't like to waste it. Get all that batter in there. Alright, kiddies, we're ready to go. Okay, I don't know, that's what it looks like. I'm not going to tip it. Okay, into the oven it goes. For 30 minutes at 375 degrees, or until it's, you can poke it and it doesn't stick to the stick. Lord Dussault Sr. checking out for the moment while lunch is being made, or at least dessert is being made. Hello. Yeah, Lord Dussault Sr. checking back in. It is the moment of reckoning. Take it out of the oven. Put it on the counter. Make sure it comes out dry. I shall tip it so everybody can see it in all its magnificence. Look at there, will you? Okay, so I will be shutting down the camera for a little while. It's 10:13, and I will be working on the main course there shortly for what we will be having for lunch. And I will be checking back in and going through that when the time comes. Lord Dussault Sr. checking out. Dessert is done. Well, it's time for phase 2 of the Blue Plate Special. It's time to make some lunch now. So today's attempt is going to be the elbow macaroni with veggies and cheese. So macaroni and cheese with Hamburg and vegetables. So make it a nice lunch meal here. So we have, oh, let me see, what do we end up there? We have 1 pound and about a quart of hamburgers. And I'm going to cook up. For that, we'll be using, I have a ½ a cup of onions, ½ a cup of celery in here, and 1 tablespoon of the dried onion. Because I was a little shy on my chopped onions today, or checked the fridge and there was only 1 little guy left, so we're adding a little bit to that. Along with that, I'll be adding a little bit of shake a little garlic powder, some sage, rosemary, and some Montreal steak when I start cooking up the hamburger. So I'm going to get the frying pan going. There we go. Got it going. I have out of sight, but you probably can hear the thing running. I have the cooktop going over here with the elbow macaroni's going to be getting cooked. to add to this conglomeration. Alrighty, so what will be going in there will be some portobello mushrooms. I already said I had minced onions, they're already there. Diced tomatoes, I have a 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes with green chilies in it, so that's going to spice it up just a mite. Hopefully when I get this done, it's going to be all in one pan. I will be adding, as I step out of frame here, I have some 4 cheese for pizzas, and I also have some 4 cheese Mexican, which I will going to sprinkle on the top when this goes in the oven. So when we get to that point. But right now, I'm going to see if I can't get this hamburger cooked up. Pan is a-heating. Grab my trusty bamboo. All right. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm going to cook this down a little bit and turn the camera off while that's happening. No need to be sitting there watching me make a long video when it could be a little bit shorter video. So we'll just shut this down for a few minutes while we get that hamburger ready. Checking out. Okay, I'm back on. Can't see me at the moment. I'm checking the elbows here. Make sure they're still moving around and not stuck to the bottom. Okay, we don't want those overcooked, so I'm going to keep an eye on them. I have taken all of the hamburger out, put it in a bowl, and set it aside. Now I'm going to cook up these veggies. They're all going in, the onions and the celery. I'll be putting some mushrooms in there, stirring that all up while it's cooking. Alright, get that going here. Oh, got a couple little pieces of it. There we go. Alright, we have those in there. We'll put some shrooms in also. Alrighty, now, I need while I sit down. Turn the heat back up a little bit here. Alright. Here comes some mushrooms. I'm going to use, it's going to be Kentucky Windage here. We have an 8-ounce can. I'm going to use approximately 4 ounces out of that 8-ounce can. By the looks of it, maybe a little more. Why not? All right. See if we can't get that stuff cooking a little bit here. All right. Okay. The oven is set at 375. It's ready to go as soon as this stuff is happy, and the elbows are done. So we'll cook this down. I'm going to go find me a nice casserole dish. While I'm doing that, I shall turn the camera off for a couple of minutes and save your valuable time. Damn! Okay, we're moving on here after I just about killed myself tripping over a dog. All the veggies are cooked up nicely. I'm going to add the hamburger back into that right now. And turn the heat way down. I just want to blend all these vegetables in with the meat. Alrighty now. Come along nicely. Alright. back in here. I'm going to put in the chili. My side can opener. You gotta love these. If you don't use the whole can, you can kind of snap it back on a little bit. Cheap, put it in the refrigerator for a day or so. Alrighty. Alright, there we go. There goes the tomatoes. There you go. See if we can't get that blended in there a little bit. And they have chilies in them, I think I mentioned that. Okay, we have all that there. Now, what I want to do next, hopefully, is add some of the elbows to this. I don't know how many I want to put in, so I'm going to just kind of start and then stir them in and go from there. My back is screaming at me right now, but I'll endeavor to persevere. Alright, we're going for some more here. Pardon me while I sit down here. Alright. I'd say we're just about there. Alrighty now. The next thing I'm going to do here, hopefully, I'd say that ended up being a little over maybe a cup and a half. I'm going to move a few things out of the way on my little tight little kitchen here. And this is the casserole dish. Without any drama. Not bad so far. Not bad at all. Alright. Get any more of that or not. Let's see. Turn off the burner. It's being difficult. There it is. We got it. Alright. I'm going to spread this around in here. Even it out. Alright. We'll move this out of the way a little bit here. Alright. And we're going to go from there to cheesing. Open this up, hopefully. Start spreading the news. All the cheese all over the top. I want enough so that it's going to kind of get down in there a bit. Alright, I'm going to shift gears here and put up some pizza cheese. I can't shake that on there. Oh, it looks beautiful. Alright, maybe a little bit more. What the heck? You ever have too much cheese? Well, I suppose, but not today. There we go. Okay, I've used about almost 2/3 of the bags. So, it's kind of an eyeball dealy-do here. Okay. Sprinkle a little parsley flakes on top here, just to eat it. Switches. Yeah, come on. You know you can come out of there. You won't come out. Alright. So, oven set at 375 degrees. Oh, I'm probably figuring about 30 minutes or so. We'll know. It's all going to be, everything is cooked. It just depends on what that cheese looks like. Okay, the door is closed. All right. And I'm going to be shutting down, taking a break. And we shall be back, and the lunch is ready. Well, I do so. I'll see you. Check it out. Well, hello there. I'm back. And guess what? I just shut the oven off because dun, 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 the casserole is ready. Oh, it's nice and warm in there today. Oh, look at that beauty. Oh, yes. It's just starting to brown up on the top here. That looks sweet, huh? Yes, sir. We're going to let it set a little bit. Just about quarter of noon time, as it were. So this is going to be setting. We'll be having lunch just about lunchtime, 12 o'clock, and we'll come back and let you know how things worked out. But so far, so good. It looks delicious. Well, it's lunchtime in Berwick, Maine. And I'm about to, maybe that's warm, serve us up some lunch. My camera is set, so I can't very well tilt it down here, but I did give it, hoping I can get this out of here without too much problem, which you'll see in a second here. Out it comes. Oh, God, look at that. Oh, my golly. I almost missed some. But this isn't supposed to look pretty. It's supposed to taste good. And that, we're hoping, is going to happen. So, there we go. Plate number one. I shall give that to my guest. And I shall get mine. And after we have dined, we'll put the camera back on and come up with a verdict. Like I said, it can't be all bad. It's got cheese in it. I mean, alrighty now. There we go. Well, there's mine. Camera's going off while I dine. Well, I'm back. We just finished lunch. We both agree that the casserole, that's what you want to call it, was absolutely delicious. Now it comes time for dessert. So, what we're going to attempt to do here, this is the corn muffin, corn bread that I made today. It has the 4 ingredients: bananas, apples, cranberries, and walnuts. So we're each going to get a piece of this in a bowl. And to make it super special, dun, 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 I have some Moose Tracks, double Moose Tracks chocolate to go with it. I know my guest only wants a little bit, so I won't bury him alive. I'll give him enough so that he enjoys it. There. Now that's the way to use your cornbread, buddy. Turn it into more than just an old muffin. Turn it into something you can really enjoy. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was a dog knocking over a plate. Okay. Everything's set. I'm going to turn off the camera. We're going to try that out, and we will let you know just how good or bad it was. Well, I guess I can give a little bit of a lunchtime wrap-up here. This casserole with macaroni and cheese and hamburger and everything else inside came out really good. We're both very happy with it. I have some left over. It's going to make me some lunches for a little while, and maybe I might even freeze a piece for later on. And the cornbread came out absolutely fantabulous. We both enjoyed it. It makes a good dessert, and especially if you put a little bit of ice cream with the ice cream of your choice on it. So the walnuts, banana, apple, and cranberry worked out perfect. So if anybody out there of my 47 loyal subscribers sees this, I'd say it'd be worth a try for them if they would like to make the cornbread or the casserole. Either one would should make them nice and make them happy. So Lloyd Usell Senior checking out. The Blue Plate Special is done for this week. Take care, all.